It's time for GMA3. What's next for the Menendez brothers after both were denied parole? What their lawyer told us about how they could walk free. Cracker Barrel backlash, the fallout over its new logo after its restaurant redesign. Will Cracker Barrel backtrack and bring back the nostalgia? And we're serving up a Grand Slam afternoon, all the action and the drama at the U.S. Open. As the American men chase Andy Roddick's legacy, former U.S. Open champ Sloane Stephens joins us just in time for GMA3.
From ABC News headquarters in New York City, this is GMA3.
The U.S. Open is here.
Oh, yes.
Hey, I'm Ike.
You know what else is here? Ike's dad's birthday. Gabriel, happy birthday.
Happy birthday, the big 8-0.
Yes, yes. I am Rebecca. We'll be celebrating him throughout the show, I'm sure. I'm here with Stephanie. It is great to see everyone. We're so glad you can join us on this Monday.
Yes, it is a gorgeous Monday. Coming up here on GMA3, Lori Bergamatto is here showing us the skincare devices that will help us keep that healthy summer glow right into the fall.
And Chef Danny Freeman is here showing us his easy twist on Italian dishes, including one you can make for lunch today.
Yum. But we start with the extreme heat fueling wildfires in the West. Ginger is in Los Angeles with the latest on the evacuations. Ginger.
Yes, there are so many evacuations on several fires in almost every state across the West. Let's start with the Picket fire, though. That's the one we've been watching up there in Napa. And so this one has evacuations on it. They've had a really tough time with the winds. They've been kind of unstable fire conditions, erratic winds, and that's what we're going to look for, especially to the north of there today. So the worst fire danger is actually in the Cascades from Washington State right down through Oregon and even here in Mount Shasta. Now, down in Los Angeles, we spent the weekend in extreme heat warnings, but they're gone. The heat warnings are all focused on Medford, up through Idaho, back into Yakima that could break a daily record in a couple hours here. Spokane, same deal. So we're going to end up with one more day with this type of heat, and then we will start to see the cooling. So by Wednesday, there will be some relief and not going to see any records breaking again by the midweek, but still 2 more days of those fuels being parched by all of this heat, guys.
So many affected by that heat. Thank you so much, Ginger. Now to the Menendez brothers. After parole committees deemed them unfit to rejoin society after more than 35 years in prison. Trevor Alt is in Los Angeles with where their bids for release stand right now. Trevor, what's the latest?
Well, Steph, their attorney is still vowing to continue the Menendez brothers' fight for freedom. He calls their ongoing imprisonment for the murders of their parents unjust and an abomination, but the parole board disagreed.
After a pair of marathon hearings, the Menendez brothers will both remain in prison for the foreseeable future. Eric and Lyle each had their petitions for early release denied. Their attorney now vowing to have what he calls their unjust convictions and unjust parole action overturned.
Every living member of their family wants them out. Nobody seriously believes they're a threat to public safety. Enough's enough.
The brothers have already served 36 years in prison for the murders of their parents in their Beverly Hills home. In Eric's hearing Thursday, the board noted the brutality of the killings, as well as Eric's use of contraband cell phones behind bars. And Friday, while Lyle was commended for being a model inmate, the parole board said he still showed antisocial personality traits like deception, minimization, and rule breaking that lie beneath that positive surface, citing his lies to initially attempt covering up the murders.
Pardon me?
Well over a dozen family members spoke at the hearings in favor of the brothers' release, saying in a statement, "While we are of course disappointed, we are not discouraged."
What's next for them? We'll probably put it both to the governor, who has the constitutional authority to reverse this abomination, or we'll put it in front of a Superior Court judge and let them decide whether or not they think this process was fair. I've been doing this for over 40 years. This was not a fair proceeding. It violated due process, and it was an outrage.
And the Menendez brothers can apply for parole again in 3 years, although with good behavior in prison, that wait can potentially be shortened down to 18 months. Guys.
All right, Trevor, thanks for that. Now to the backlash against Cracker Barrel after the iconic restaurant chain unveiled a new logo following its restaurant redesign. Becky Worley joins us with the story. Hey, Becky.
Hey, Ike, marketing your product with nostalgia can be a double-edged sword. Cracker Barrel, the popular family restaurant chain that plays on Americana, is finding that out the hard way. It can be tough to modernize, and with changes that seem to genericize a beloved rural brand, it asks the question, is this another Wall Street move that's made for the executives in the C-suite instead of the customers sitting in the restaurant seats?
So when you just want more, Cracker Barrel has all the more. All the more.
Cracker Barrel has all the more buzz than it may have wanted. The iconic yellow logo featuring a character called the Old Timer or Uncle Herschel, in place since the 70s, has been replaced with a sleek, minimalistic look. The company's stock taking a hit since the rebrand, and some online aren't happy.
Now we have this minimalist logo down here that just looks so tacky.
A brand can absolutely go too far in trying to become relevant. They can lose all the character, all of the individual elements that make them unique and distinctive and competitively differentiated in market. A lot of times they're trying to go to a hip, young branding agency, and so they'll go to something that ends up feeling really generic, almost soulless. And I think that's what we're seeing with Cracker Barrel.
And it's not just the logo getting a new look. The traditional interior of the restaurant with lattice walls, antiques, and globe lighting is brightening up with more comfortable chairs and a sleeker decor.
Cracker Barrel needs to feel like the Cracker Barrel for today and for tomorrow.
The CEO of the company, appearing on GMA before the new logo was announced, talked about the restaurant's interior redesign.
The soul of Cracker Barrel is not changing. The rocking chairs are still there, the fireplace is there, the peg game, all the things that make Cracker Barrel Cracker Barrel.
But will pressure to bring Uncle Herschel back force a redo on the logo again?
Once you have done a rebrand, you really need to stay the course for two reasons. One is because of cost. A ton of money goes into these rebrands, millions of dollars. And two is because of credibility. If you end up backtracking, you lose credibility in consumers' eyes.
This restaurant is a family meal institution for so many, and they've reassured people their menu is not changing much, nor are the prices. The CEO said the average check at Cracker Barrel is about $15 per person versus the restaurant industry average of $27. And the company also posting on their socials this morning that their values remain the same, that Uncle Herschel will still be iconic in the store and featured on the menu, and that the rocking chairs, the pegboard game, they will all remain, guys.
Sweet. Well, love the rocking chairs. Very, very relieved by that. A lot of people talking about the general store, shopping there this morning.
It's such a classic. I mean, I spent a number of years living in the Midwest and would go to Cracker Barrel all the time. That logo is just, it brings nostalgia, that sense of nostalgia.
I'm from Jersey.
Becky, thank you for taking this one on for us today. And coming up here, K-pop Demon Hunters slayed at the box office.
All right, back now with pop news and, of course, the one and only Will Gans.
Take it away, Will.
Hey, you guys. This morning, we begin with some mononymous divas, and for once, I'm not talking about Cher, Madonna, and Beyonce. I'm talking about Belle, Tiana, and Jasmine. That's because today kicks off World Princess Week, and World Princess Week is honoring the incredible legacy of beloved Disney princesses. And to get you in the spirit, Disney has created a video helping celebrate all things princess. Here's a sneak peek.
I'm home.
Be our guest. Be our guest. Tie your napkin.
And in honor of World Princess Week, fans of all ages will have the chance to experience a magical performance. It's called Disney Princess Concert, celebrating 70 years of Disneyland, featuring performances by Auli'i Cravalho, who's the voice of the Disney Princess Moana, Jodie Benson, who of course is the voice of Ariel in The Little Mermaid, and so many other princesses. This concert event will be available on YouTube this Friday and a little bit later on Disney+. A lot of music to love there, and a lot of music to love on the big screen this weekend. Let's take a trip to the movie theater, shall we? Where it was a big weekend for K-pop Demon Hunters. The movie slaying the box office, pun intended, landing at #1 and raking in $18 million. The Netflix hit hitting the big screen as a sing-along, and although it was only on the silver screen for 2 days, it was a golden weekend with nearly 1,200 sold-out showings in the theaters. That's a lot of singing and dancing in the aisles, and I'm only responsible for part of that. Meanwhile, you can keep that fun going at home. Netflix dropped a streaming sing-along version overnight. And speaking of the music, 3 of the film's original tunes, Golden, Your Idol, and Soda Pop, are currently in the top 10 of Billboard's Hot 100 chart, which is crazy. By the way, K-pop Demon Hunters, they're the first girl group to hit #1 on the Billboard Hot 100 since Destiny's Child back in 2001. That's how you know they're doing it right. Exactly, y'all.
So catchy.
Now let's keep talking about great music, shall we? Finally, in pop news, country superstar Morgan Wallen, he has just hit 12 weeks at #1 on the Billboard 200, his album, doing very well there. But his team is announcing this week that he will not be submitting the new album for consideration at the 2026 Grammy Awards. Why? Well, the Recording Academy has never once nominated any of his solo work, so this seems to be his move to control the narrative there. The Weeknd and Drake have both withheld their own music in the past after feeling snubbed by the Recording Academy as well. The deadline to submit music for this year's Grammys, by the way, is this week. So let's talk about some of the big contenders heading in to this week's Grammy deadline. We got to talk about Kendrick Lamar, his album GNX, of course, expected to do very well. Lady Gaga's album Mayhem, also expected to do pretty well also. And then Sabrina Carpenter is dropping an album just in the nick of time. That comes out this Friday, so she's expected to pick up nominations. She was nominated, of course, for all 4 big categories at this past year's Grammys, so her follow-up album, Man's Best Friend, expected to do very well as well. It's also expected to do well in my Spotify Wrapped this year because I'm going to be listening to a lot of Sabrina Carpenter.
Same, Will. Thank you so much for that. Now, coming up here on GMA3, U.S. Open winner and ESPN analyst Sloane Stephens is here to talk about this year's tournament as it gets underway.
Flu-like symptoms, or if you need a vaccine, healing is possible with Tremfya. Backed by over 15 years of clinical research. Ask your doctor about Tremfya today.
Back now with the U.S. Open. Joining us now with a preview of the premier American tennis tournament is former Opens champion Sloane Stephens, who this time around is a member of the ESPN broadcast team. Welcome, Sloane. So right now, let's talk men's singles. So there are a lot of contenders here. We've got Jannik Sinner and Carlos Alcaraz. Between them, they've won the last 7 majors. So what do you think? How will they do?
Yeah, I think it's going to be a final of them, obviously. There are some people that could make a move. Obviously, Novak, the greatest player to ever play, is in the draw, and he would have to probably beat both of them. I don't know where he is in the draw, but it's interesting because Carlos and Jannik are playing the best tennis, right? They were in the finals of Cincinnati last week, and Jannik got sick and had to pull out. But I think they're both playing probably the best tennis, so it's probably going to be a final between them two.
But is there an American man that can finally break through, beat Sinner, beat Alcaraz? Is there somebody right now that can actually do this?
Yes, I think so. I think between Fritz, who made the finals last year, Ben Shelton made the semis last year, playing amazing, playing really well now, just won in Toronto, so he's playing well. And then Francis Tiafoe. They always seem to play really well here at the U.S. Open, so it'll be interesting. It'll take a lot because Jannik and Carlos are also playing unbelievable, but it's possible.
And set to potentially break some big records. The women's field is a little more wide open there. There are a lot of Americans in contention. What do you think's going to happen?
I don't know what's going to happen.
Wait, you don't know, Sloane?
No, this one's a little bit harder, obviously, but I know who I would like to do well, obviously the Americans, but I think right now, probably at the top of the game, it's Irina and Iga Swiatek, and they've both been playing really well. Obviously, Iga just won Wimbledon. She's had a really great year. Irina's had a really great year. But then there are the Americans. There's Maddie Keys, who won in Australia, Coco Gauff, who won French Open, Pegula, who made the finals here last year. So there's so many amazing Americans that can do well here. I hope they do well. Obviously, we'd love to see an American in the final and even win. So, yeah, there's a few outliers that could come and, really shake things up, but we'll have to see.
We will have to see. Let's talk about Venus Williams. There's a lot of talk about her return. She's been missing for the last couple of years, lots of injuries. What do you think that will be like? Will she have a strong run?
No, I think she can do great. I mean, obviously, Venus, one of the greatest players to ever play. I think, obviously, it's tough because she hasn't played that many matches. But I do think since she was in D.C., she played a match, she won a match, she actually was able to kind of get those jitters off. I think it'll be good. I mean, the whole entire crowd is going to be on her side when she walks out to play.
And Sloane, I got to ask you about this. You did win the Muhammad Ali Humanitarian Award at the ESPYs last month, obviously for the work for your foundation. So tell us real quick, what do you do with your foundation, and why is it so important to work with the community?
Yes, it's literally my favorite thing in life, and it's given me so much purpose. But we serve about 25,000 kids a year. Most of our programming is in Compton Unified, so we service the entire district. So we do after-school tennis, recess tennis, and we do all the high school tennis. And it's really just like what I would have wanted as a kid. Obviously I was homeschooled for a bit, so I didn't get to the whole high school tennis experience. So for me, it was more of giving the kids what I didn't have in a more organized and structured way. And we have like esports labs, we have like drone competitions, we have all of the things. So we just make it fun and
paying it forward.
Exactly. I love it. Sloane, thank you so much. And you can watch the second day of the first round of the U.S. Open on ESPN platforms. We'll be right back.
Welcome back to GMA3.
Welcome back to GMA3. Now, tomorrow on GMA, Diane Sawyer will be here with a first look at her special with Bruce Willis's wife, Emma Hemming Willis, on coping with his illness and their lives together now.
It's such a powerful conversation there. Also on Wednesday, Dierks Bentley will be here performing some of his hits from his new album live on GMA. We are very excited for that.
Oh, yeah, that's going to be great. And on Thursday, I'll take you to beautiful New Hampshire for our 50 States and 50 Weeks tour. Cannot wait to go there and bring you the best of the Granite State. It is such a beautiful state.
Are you getting in a canoe?
I don't know. You'll have to watch. Maybe.
I saw canoes. I had to ask.
That is possible. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see for that one. But now to a game changer in the NFL. New camera technology for the new NFL season. Will Reeve shows us how Sony Hawkeye system works.
We're going to have a measurement, and they don't get it. Philadelphia Eagles defense wins the battle.
When the 2025 NFL season kicks off in less than 2 weeks, a revolutionary technology will be making its regular season debut.
Can he put a card in between it?
They stretch it out. No. Oh, it's an inch and a half short.
Out goes the chain gang, the sideline officials who rush onto the field with a 10-yard chain used to determine whether a team gained a first down. And in comes Hawkeye, the virtual measurement system from Sony.
Give us a brief overview of what this technology is and does.
So virtual measurement is 6 8K cameras in every NFL stadium that measure where the static ball is on the field. So once a ball has been placed by the official on the field, we can determine whether that ball has or hasn't passed the line to gain.
This technology was tested in the background of all games last year, so preseason through all the whole season and the postseason.
GMA getting an all-access look at the tech, including a rare glimpse inside the instant replay booth to see how Hawkeye will be applied in real time.
We work very closely with the NFL to design this. Everything's obviously controlled through here and touchscreens.
Here's how it works. Once the ref spots the ball after a close play, the operator zooms in on that ball to confirm its location. The Sony Hawkeye then cuts back to the ball's position before the play began and recreates a virtual measurement for viewers.
And this will come down to the spot as well.
And the NFL is getting used to it. The tech tested out during week 2 of the preseason.
Well, here it is, everybody. Here it is. Looks like it's going to be short. Oh, it's short.
Is there a deliberate effort from the NFL to make games go by faster?
I think there's always an effort to have less interruption to the game and to the action.
Do you expect there to be any pushback from fans who like things just the way they were?
There's going to be traditionalists here that maybe miss the reveal of the chains or the nuances of seeing people come onto the field. But I think our goal is always to make this as efficient, objective, and accurate as possible to aid those officials on the field, not, take away anything from their job.
Now, this technology is a huge leap forward to make everything more precise and accurate. The chain gang will still exist, but in a backup role. Stephanie, Rebecca?
All right, thanks so much. Now to our three-part series, End of the Summer Glow, about keeping that healthy look we have in the summer going into the fall. Lifestyle contributor Lori Bergamato is here with a roundup of red light therapy and skincare devices to help you out. Everything you see here is shoppable, by the way. So let's start right here. This device is using some red light therapy. There's science behind it, right?
There is science behind it, Stephanie. And, you know, we get asked this question a lot. Do these things really work? And the answer is yes. And not just from me. There have been studies that show that these wavelengths from the phototherapy, from red light therapy and blue light therapy, can actually help with anti-aging and with acne. So this one from Current Body, this is one of the ones that's the most innovative right now. Rebecca's holding the Series 1. This is great because it uses a red light therapy and also near infrared. And that's helping to give you a glow. It's helping to make you look more well rested. And what's great about this, you know, we're at the end of the summer. We've all had UV exposure, whether or not we like it. Yes. And that's what these things are really great at, is helping to repair the skin in that way, keeping it look more hydrated. This is their Series 2. This one includes a third wavelength, and that's going to get even deeper into the skin and help stimulate collagen down to that mitochondrial level of the cell. And so, you know, it is expensive. It's over $350. But if you were to go to a doctor's office, it would cost way more. You can do this 10 minutes a day in the comfort of your own home. And this has eye protection, so you can be checking emails, you can be watching GMA3. And so it's all really great. And we have a special GMA discount on that one.
I have one of those at home, and if I put it on and stick my tongue out, my 21-month-old son thinks it's hilarious. So that's also an added benefit. You can entertain your children.
There you go. Perfect.
Good skin and entertain your kids.
Yeah,
it works.
Now, multitasking.
If that one is a little too expensive, this one from Amazon is a more budget-friendly option, you guys. It's under $60. And what we loved about this one is not only does it have that red light therapy, it also includes 7 other lights to help with different skin targeting issues. So there's green, there's blue, as I mentioned, for acne, green for redness, white for fine lines, things like that. Under $60 on Amazon. And it's like really flexible, right, Rebecca?
Right.
It's very thin. I think sometimes people see it and they're like, oh my gosh, is that a hockey mask? But it is not. It's flexible. It molds to your face. So
and that'll
really
be good if you're
value.
wearing it around the house. You won't feel that heaviness on your face.
You can truly multitask with it. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So this is the Solar Wave. If you would be my model for me.
Yeah.
So you can feel it vibrating, right? And it has a galvanic current. What people loved about this one is that, first of all, unlike the masks, which you do 10 minutes a day, you only do this one for 3 minutes. And you see results with this one, which works it's a 4-in-1 wand.
Oh, I see how she's doing it.
Oh, yeah, there she goes. There you go. Pulling it.
You
you always want to go up.
Okay,
never
I was
down.
pulling it down.
Sorry. You always want to go up because we always want to lift up, right? So this uses red light therapy. Look at Rebecca. What an A+ student. Galvanic
it's kind of
current.
relaxing, too. I'm not going to lie.
Therapeutic warmth.
Yeah, sure.
Sorry,
and
I put
then
it on my
also
skin.
facial massage. But these things are great. This is a celebrity love. And another reason that people love it.
I love this crew, by the way. You guys are next.
If you buy this, it doesn't come with all of the applause that you're getting. I mean, it would be great if it did.
You could put that on your phone.
But it does come with a special GMA discount on that one.
Very cool.
The Solar Wave is over $200, but if you're just trying to get into the game here, this one is under $80. We found it at Nordstrom. It's from Skin Gym, where we all would like to work out at the Skin Gym, right? This is LED light therapy. It uses 3 different lights. Red is great for anti-aging. Blue is great for acne and evening skin tone. And then the green is going to calm any irritation. This one you can also use, which I really liked, on your neck and also on your décolletage. So it's really great. Again, portable, efficient, really well reviewed from the Skin Gym. Thank you. Okay, now I feel like we're just catering to our audience here.
Is there a best time to use these items? Morning, night, or just any time of the day?
The most important thing, Stephanie, is that you're consistent with them. So you should really try and find whatever time you know you're going to be consistent. For me, that would be at night when I'm like winding down.
Everyone's in bed.
Exactly. This one, though, I would use in the morning. So this is Therabody. It's a depuffer, uses cold and warm technology. This thing is incredible if you want to look well rested and get rid of any of those bags, which I always do.
Thank you, Lori B,
Thank you,
for taking
guys.
good care of us as always. And you can find more about all of these devices. Just scan that QR code on your screen. And tomorrow, Lori is back bringing us skincare for teens heading back to school that teens love and dermatologists and parents approve of. Very important.
Yeah.
Coming up here, Chicago's My Kind of Town, and Will Gans is in the Windy City for our series looking for hometown heroes spreading kindness. Stay with us.
Back with our series, My Kind of Town, with an emphasis on the kind. We're going around the country finding hometown heroes who make their cities proud. Let's go to Will Gans in Chicago. Hey, Will.
Oh, hello, you guys, and welcome to Lawrence Hall. Yes. Lawrence Hall has been on a mission to uplift Chicago's youth and their families since right after the Civil War, and today they offer a wide range of programming services like mentorship and transitional and permanent residential facilities and even art therapy, you guys. You can see some of the art therapy on the wall behind us back there, and it's all part of Lawrence Hall's mission to make kindness possible right here in the Windy City. It's a city known for its rivalries. Cubs versus White Sox, deep dish versus everything else. And yet,
I think there is something about the Chicago community where you can meet someone and they're just always just, kind, they're open, they're, willing to help.
for 160 years, all of Chicago has agreed on one thing: Lawrence Hall and its mission to protect and uplift Chicago's youth and their families.
Our mission is empowering those who've experienced trauma by promoting healing, resilience, and community connection. And we serve 1,500 kids and families every year.
Offering programs ranging from a therapeutic day school to a child and family treatment center to foster care.
I was in the care of the state. You don't really know who is going to come in and out of your life, and it gets really hard to trust people, especially adults at that age.
But at Lawrence Hall, Joaquin says he was able to shift his focus from surviving one day at a time, and for the first time, he could visualize his future.
Do you have a memory of your time as a youth at Lawrence Hall that was like a real bright spot?
Going to see the Lion King musical, just because I don't think I would have ever had an opportunity like that before. But I do remember just sitting down, looking up, and just being like, whoa.
Joaquin is now on the board at Lawrence Hall.
It doesn't matter where you come from. It always just matters where you want to go and what you're going to do to get there.
Back now with Joaquin Williams. Earlier this morning, we were able to surprise you with a little block of tickets to see Lion King and hopefully pay forward that experience you had as a young person. What do you think it'll mean to this next generation of young people?
Honestly, it's just something that I think that will make the same impact on them as it did me, and just seeing something new, something different, and really enjoying the moment with the Lion King and just a larger worldview.
Yeah, exactly. Well, you deserve it. They deserve it. All of you, thank you so much for everything you do here in the Chicago community, making this city proud. Thank you so much. And for anyone who wants to help or get involved, check out lawrencehall.org for more information. Back to you guys. My kind of town, Chicago, baby.
Love Chi-Town.
Well done, Will.
How about what a difference they make, right?
Truly.
I love that.
And exposure to the arts, it's so important for young kids. It really is.
It makes the world of a difference.
Yeah.
Absolutely. All right, coming up, cookbook author Danny Freeman is here with modern twists on classic Italian flavors, including one you might just want to whip up for lunch today.
Smells great.
We are back now with cookbook author, TikTok star, and pasta influencer, that's an official title, Danny Freeman. His new cookbook is called Italianish, modern twists on classic Italian flavors, and he's here to show us some easy and delicious recipes you can make for dinner tonight. And we have our tasting table. Guys, you ready to eat? And we got Danny. Hello, it's so great to see you.
Thank
Your
you.
second
Thank you for
time here on
having me.
GMA3. We love it. Your second cookbook just out. And you've got a meal that people, if they're watching right now, could prepare for lunch, literally at this moment.
Yes. So Italianish is all about mixing up your dinner routine, mixing up your lunch routine with some fun recipes that are quick and easy, but all sort of based in Italian-American flavors. So I have 2 young daughters. I know you're a mom as well.
Yep.
Sometimes you get tired of making the same things over and over again.
Yes.
But you don't want to make something completely new and then your kid does not take a single bite.
That's
We've
right.
all been there.
You spend a lot of time. What's going on?
So this is my attempt to bring in flavors your kids like or that you like or your family likes, but mix it up a little bit, something different.
All right.
So we're going to start by caramelizing some shallots.
Okay.
So
and you can put me to work. I'll do what you tell me.
Throw them in there. We all love caramelized onions, but it can take an hour to caramelize an onion. Shallots will be done in 10 minutes.
I didn't know
They're
that.
Quick and easy. Just cut them thin, throw them in there. Just, they burn quickly, so watch it, mix it, and you're good to go.
Okay, once they're caramelized,
Once
then
they're
what do we do?
caramelized, we're gonna make a spinach pesto.
Okay.
So spinach pesto is a good way to get some greens in there, but sort of transform the flavor a little bit.
So we take, assuming these were caramelized.
Let those sit there. We've got some caramelized onion shallots
Oh, there
here.
they are.
All
Okay.
done, nice and
Would
brown.
you let them cool before you put them in the blender?
So we're not going to put them in the blender for the spinach pesto. We're going to put them right on our quesadilla.
Oh, there you go. Okay,
Yes.
so for the spinach, what are we doing?
Let's go ahead, throw this spinach into the food processor.
Uh-huh.
We're going to add some Parmesan cheese. We're going to add some almonds. And then, if you don't mind squeezing that lemon in there.
Okay.
Squeeze that
I have
right in
a
there.
fork right here. I like to use the fork. Gets a little more juices out, you know?
There you go. You're an expert. You're a pro. You're a pro. You don't need any help.
Make it juicy. Just kidding.
So then, food processor. I love to make pesto in the food processor.
Okay.
Of course, you can buy a store-bought pesto.
Yeah.
Easy, but you can do it in 5 minutes in a food processor. Just
This is fast.
It's fast. Easy. Mix it up. And then I like to drizzle my olive oil in. That'll get it nice and creamy. Just mix. Perfect. There you go. Add a little bit more. Perfect.
Okay.
Oh,
And
it's flying.
It's flying everywhere. And you said if we wanted to, if we needed to, you could use the store-bought
you can
version.
use the store-bought pesto. This pesto, you see, it comes out nice and green. You can batch it up, keep it in your fridge, pop it out whenever you need it.
All right, so then what are we doing?
So we're gonna make some Italianish quesadillas.
Love it.
My toddler loves quesadillas. This is a little bit of a way to mix it up.
Yep.
We're gonna add our shallots right on there.
Okay, shallots first, okay. I call these roll-ups at home with my daughter.
Perfect, yes. You know, kids love something like this.
Yeah.
It's really easy, but it's a fun way. You can add meat to this. You can add chicken, protein, whatever you have.
Any kind of vegetable you have.
Any vegetable,
kind
you
of
can
hide it with the cheese.
Get your kids involved. They can make it.
Oh, I did mine sort of wrong, but
No,
all
perfect,
good.
perfect.
Okay.
You got it. So just smear on some of the pesto. We're gonna sprinkle some cheese.
Yum.
Really good.
And then add some cherry tomatoes.
Yummy. Everybody loves, do your kids love cherry tomatoes?
Oh my God. My daughter eats them like candy
Yeah.
all the time. She's popping them.
We're
I go through
constantly
them
buying
so
cherry
much.
tomatoes.
Good. I'm
we supposed
basically
to do?
having lunch here.
What do you think, guys?
This is fantastic.
Unbelievable.
Savory, juicy.
Yeah.
great.
Fold it up.
You got my pesto, didn't you?
Just pop it right onto your skillet with
Okay.
butter. It's going to take 3 or 4 minutes to cook. It's very fast.
And you did
can
butter
see.
the skillet?
Yep. Pop some
Okay,
butter in
and
there,
this is how it comes
nice and
out.
brown, and there you go.
Man, I'm going to try this one over
Go
here.
for it.
And you even have a little dipping sauce on the
Yeah,
side
so this
if you
is an
want a
Italian salsa verde. It's made with
Oh,
parsley. All
nice.
these recipes are in Italianish. Super easy to make.
Delicious. Okay, now your new cookbook it does have pasta in it, but it also has desserts and
This
it
has
has
got desserts,
appetizers and it's got easy
everything.
meals for families.
Yeah, easy meals for families, all inspired by Italian-American flavors, but using them in new ways, quick and easy ways, one-pot ways. This here is a creamy Tuscan tortellini, so this is a one-pot recipe. All this cooks in one pot. You can throw in some frozen tortellini, refrigerated
Yum.
tortellini. You want to sprinkle some cheese
Sure,
on
okay,
there,
make it
maybe
look
some
like you
basil.
yeah.
And really easy. You got sun-dried tomatoes in there. You can use whatever tortellini you have, whatever your kids like. Really easy, all in one pot. And then we have this puff pastry. This is tomato puff pastry. This is great for a Labor Day party if you're going to one.
Pretty.
Get some fresh heirloom tomatoes right now. This is a frozen puff pastry, so really easy. It's got caramelized onions on there. You can do the shallots. It's got a feta and ricotta finish with herbs and some tomatoes on top.
Stephanie's on board.
This is great. I mean, I love this segment. It's like none of the work, all of the food.
Are we supposed to be working?
Thank you so much, you guys. Yes, you're supposed to be eating like that is the whole point of this segment. And for you at home, you can get these recipes on GoodMorningAmerica.com. And Danny's cookbook, Italianish, is out tomorrow. Thank you so much, Danny. Best wishes with your kids and your beautiful family. We will be right back.
Very, very good.
That was so good. Thank you so much for watching.
Yes, and for more news, check out What You Need to Know anytime on Disney+. Have a great day.
See you tomorrow.